It is. It's super sad.
Nobody wants sad. Oh, okay. All right. Well, apparently, Melissa has so graciously let everybody in. Hi. Happy Tuesday, friends. I'm just over here
Hi.
getting my phone so that way we are ready to go. Um, Hang tight for 1 second. We're pivoting tonight. Melissa is unavailable, and so you get me and all of my unprepared glory. So be patient with me while we learn about reels tonight. I'm super excited because reels are something that I am just getting into dabbling in. So hang with me for 1 second while I turn off the waiting room. Doesn't look like I can. Okay, that's fine. We'll just add people as we go. Okay, so there we go. All right. Hello, I'm Anna Hughes, and I am Superstar Director of the Flash family of teams, holding down the fort for Melissa Gratz tonight. And I spent most of my morning prepping for a open house that I am having on Thursday. And I thought it would be super fun to try and put together a reel for that. And I will show that to you guys in just a few minutes so you can see some of the things that you can do with reels. You've seen lots of things with reels for other businesses, but we would love to see you expand upon what your business looks like using reels and how it will benefit you. So, few things that we really want you to know is that uh, reels are definitely preferred by social media as far as content goes. So if you want to be seen more often, reels are the way to go. It's a really great way to connect with your customer base or future customers so that they can see what you're doing. It also makes our business look a little bit more fun. So you might be able to boost your recruiting by using reels as well. And it doesn't have to be all trying to sell something, right? Sometimes we see a lot of reels where your people are taking a lot of pictures of different Scentsy products, putting it together with some music, and it's basically a slideshow. Really what we want is more lifestyle things that showcase who you are and what the product does um, and brings it to life, right? So uh, in the past, when we've talked about social media and going live and those sorts of things, we've talked about how it's very important for you to be put together, make sure that the things that you see behind you are maybe tidy or maybe have just a backdrop behind you that's plain so it's not distracting. But what we're finding more and more is that the chaos or the reality of people's lives are what is attractive to our audience. So come as you are and just do the dang thing. Because I think what happens is we get kind of hung up on the need to be perfect or the need for it to be just right, and that holds us back from doing it all together, when in reality you're more powerful if you just do it and you just show up as you are. So that being said, one of my good friends here tonight, Aubrey, is a social media manager. So she's got a lot of tidbits that I'm sure she can throw our way. And you don't even have to turn your camera on, Aubrey. I'll take whatever you can give us as far as some support.
Hey, Anna,
Yeah.
real quick, can you explain to us exactly what a reel is? Is this because like for me, when I think of a reel, it's like a bunch of pictures put together, but are you describing it as like a short video or like a
Yeah.
montage?
Well, and that's a good question because it really could be either of those things, right? So
Okay.
we're thinking more like video type feature where you know how when you're on TikTok and you're scrolling through, or on your Instagram and you're scrolling through and you're seeing the short videos. That's what we're talking about tonight. Short, candid videos or how
And
to.
I personally love mixing the two. So I love kind of doing a couple of pictures and then doing a short video. It just kind of depends on what the nature of like what the point of the reel is, you know. And so with Scentsy, I think before and after photos are always great. I think, sorry, and I just totally just jumped in and squirreled on you. But
I just introduced you. Are you kidding me?
but I think it's a really good idea to mix it up a little bit. So not all of your reels are only videos, not all of your reels are only pictures that, do really there's not a wrong way to do it. And I think that that's one reason, a huge reason why a lot of people don't do it is because, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with that stuff. Well, you're not going to learn unless you try. You can't break it. Um, if nobody looks at it, then hey, and it was a horrible reel in your opinion, then nobody saw it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then you got some practice. If it blows up and it does a great job for you, well, then wonderful. I think too many of us are worried about being like perfect, and that's what Anna was saying a minute ago. And people on the internet can sniff that out anyway. They don't want to see perfect anyway, so don't make it perfect. Don't worry about it being perfect. It's fine. And once, if you really get into it, which I think as long as you start experimenting with it, you will, because it's fun. Um, you'll have the ability to look at your analytics and see what time of day your personal audience watches your reels the most. So that could be on a Wednesday at 4 o'clock is the best time for you. That could mean that for Anna, Saturday at 2:30 p.m. is the best time for her, you know, for her crowd of people that watch her reels. So algorithms are so tricky and they're always changing, and we're always trying to figure it out. And there are some basic rules, but I would really go off of the analytics that you are provided for free. Those insights and analytics will tell you everything you need to know to get started and get going. Yeah,
I love that. Thank you, Aubrey.
of course.
So that's it's gonna distract me. So I just joined with my phone also because what I wanted to do was show you guys a reel that I made that was really kind of my first go on this. And what I did was I thought it would be a great opportunity to just take some videos of me cleaning my dishes. So that's what I did. I took the dirtiest dishes that I had in the house and I just took some video while I was cleaning them. And then I sped it up and I did a voiceover on it. And it was really well received. So I'm going to see if I can't switch over to my phone on screen sharing. Let's see. Oh, it worked. Okay. So here's the reel that I was talking about. And while I try to be really good about come along with me while I do the dirty work, these Scentsy dishes are terrible. Now, the two glass ones in the back are dishes out of the warmers in my own home. And while I try to be really good about getting the old wax out before I put new wax in, sometimes I don't do a completely awesome job of that. So we start with some rubbing alcohol and that helps dissolve the gunk that's in there. And typically if it's not too bad, you can just wipe it out with a paper towel and it'll be good as new. The one in the front here is from a customer who so graciously is allowing me to clean her dish for her for this video. And sometimes you'll need something like a pan scraper, which you'll see me using here, to get the thickest gunk out, and then a magic eraser to help lift out any other residue that's left behind. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. A little rubbing alcohol, magic eraser if you need it, pan scraper if you need it, and you'll have dishes that are sparkling new. No need to replace those unless you break them. So happy dish cleaning. Okay. So I think that's turning it off. It's trying to turn it off. Sorry. I cannot listen to myself on echo. It's going to make me absolutely
No, that would make me nuts.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yay. Okay, so that was something that was super simple, right? I mean, we're all already changing our wax. We're already cleaning our dishes. So what is the difference in taking the time to just video while you do it and then throw it into the app and make a video? So you've seen that video. Yeah, I know. I think you commented on it. So I've always been somebody who uses CapCut. And so I'm going to give you my little bit of disclaimer on that. So CapCut is a free app that you can use to help you create videos. And there's a lot of capabilities with it where you can put pictures and videos in or put music in or speed things up, slow things down, cut out background noise. There's a lot of really cool capabilities with it. However, when you're doing your reels or creating those videos that you're putting together, if you do it within Instagram, Instagram favors that. Okay. That means that the algorithm is going to boost you when it comes to more people seeing your videos, right? So if you make it in CapCut and then you upload it into Instagram, you're not going to get as many views as if you put it together in Instagram and post it that way. So one way that you can get around that is by bringing the video into Instagram and then making some sort of adjustment to it. So if you use a third-party app like CapCut, intentionally leave it long, cut it off, or bring music into it once you get it over there. Both options will allow you to do voiceover. I struggle with, clearly you're seeing it right now. I struggle with saying the right thing when I'm on the spot. And so while I'm a really good writer and I'm really good with creative expression, this is one of those things that's hard for me. So I love voiceover. I love that I can record the video and then I can record the voiceover 15,000 times until I feel like that's passable. We'll go with it. So if you're like me, you don't even have to have your face in the video. So that dish video, my face wasn't even in there. It's promoting a Scentsy product. I felt like I had a little bit more control over what I was saying because I can easily delete the voiceover piece and put a new one in. And as you get better at this, you may feel a little more empowered to share your face in videos. So with that said, I was going to show you what I built today that I texted out to my customers. Now, before I show it to you, I want to tell you this. When you share anything on social media, one of the things is we are not allowed to share product on hand for sale. So if I were to go into my office right now and take a picture of the 400 bars that I have, I could not post that picture on social media. It's kind of like when you're at a big event, you're not supposed to be posting pictures of your event table on social media. A product display has to be a promotional display, meaning there are 12 products or less, or ideally one of each category. So a warmer, a fragrance flower, a wall fan, those sorts of things. It's a promotional display. You can't be showing this is what I have for stock. Grab it and pick it up. So the video that I made today to promote my open house here, although it shows a ton of stock, it is something that I'm texting to my customers. Okay. So, but I want to show it to you because of the way that I was able to put my face in there and still have it be a voiceover thing so that I didn't feel as awkward as I do in this moment. So I'll show you that too. I've been working hard to get all set up for you guys. I'm hoping to see you this Thursday, the 20th, from 5 to 8 p.m. at my house in Montesano for an open house. Come smell what's new this summer with Scentsy. We've got a really great summer collection I don't want you missing out on. Whether it's warmers or wax or room sprays or more, I've got lots of really great things for you. So I'm really hoping to see you. Swing by. See you then. Okay. So now that's something that I'm going to text my customers, right? This is a way that you can use that Reels feature and maybe not necessarily use it on social media. So putting them together draws your customers in and makes them feel like they're connecting with you. And it's interesting. It's more fun and it's more engaging than looking at some pictures, right? I could easily send them a graphic I made for my open house, or I can send them that And that might be something that draws them in a little bit more, right? So if you're like me and you need a little bit of a walkthrough on this process, we're going to do that really quickly now. And so I'm going to take you into my Instagram and we're going to use the videos that I took for the video I just showed you. And I'm going to show you how we put it together. Okay. All right. So let me come back and share again. Okay. Okay, so that we press this little plus at the bottom of the screen, okay? So at the bottom of the screen, there's a plus, okay? And then you just select your videos. So we'll select the videos that we want, and you're seeing me tap the screen here. I'm putting them in the order that I want. See how I came up here and clicked that one. Back down. Oh, nope, we want this one first. We want all the bar pictures first. Here. Okay, 9 videos that I put together. Those are all just 9 quick clips. Then you press the next button. You gotta keep your heart young. So that last screen was me able to put any music over it if I wanted to put music over it. And we don't, because what we want is some kind of voiceover. Or you don't even have to do that. You could just put music on it if you wanted to. That's totally fine too. So we'll go into here and you can just post it the way that it is, or you can hit this edit video button at the bottom. And this is cool because if I wanted to take and make this one shorter, you can actually drag this shorter so it's not the full clip. So let's say we want to stop there. And this one, we want to start it a little farther along. You see how that works? And you can split it. So we could split here. And shorten that up. So now it's gonna be a little strange, but I'm just showing you for the sake of showing you. Oh, and my phone is
And
not.
I add too that some of the music isn't going to be the entire length of the video that the reel that you're going to post. So like when sometimes I made a video a couple weeks ago in a separate like editing system, and I was going to upload it into Instagram, but the music wasn't aligning, and that was because not all of Instagram's music lasts the full song. So you'll have to watch your timing of the length of your reel and choose a video that is going to, or choose a song that's going to last the length of the reel. So that way there's no like dead air at the end.
Right. Yeah. So your music ends and your video is still going. Otherwise,
Correct. Yeah, it's weird.
is if the music is longer, you can trim the music. And so I think Laura, one who asked a minute ago, Laura, you were asking about how you speed it up or slow it down. So you just choose the video that you're on. So we're on this video, and then at the bottom it says speed. I don't know if you can see that, but at the bottom it says speed, and you just click that button there and you can slow it down. So that could be like a total slow-mo. So you saw my video where I had sped everything up in cleaning the dishes. You can actually also slow it down. And it looks like my phone is not wanting to show you guys. I have to do it by hand. But you could make it go really slow if that's what you wanted to do. So there's some really cool things there. We could be putting text on top of this. So this wait for you to smell this. You could put that on there. And we want that one to be that whole length of that clip. You could drag it, right? There's a lot of really fun little things you could do with this, but honestly, I want you guys to see how that's over the whole length of this one.
That one section.
Just this
Just
one.
that section. Yeah.
Just that section. And as soon as that video is over, it's gone. See that? There's a lot of really cool features that you can do when you're making reels. I mean, you can put little stickers on things if you wanted to. I mean, now we're getting a little bit weird, but that's okay. Um, but really, realistically, when it comes to this craft, your best bet is in, did I stop sharing? I think I did.
Yeah.
Um, is in playing with it. I would just tell you, you can play with this and you can create these videos and never share them. And that's totally okay. And really that's the way that you're going to get comfortable with a lot of the features that there are, is in playing with it. I could show you all day long this and this and this and this, but there's just so many different cool things that you could do. But you're going to get the most out of it by just playing with it. So I love CapCut, but tonight was the first time I ever played with Instagram Reels. I came very unprepared for this, but what I have found is that there is, if not equal capabilities, I would be surprised if it's not equal capabilities, because it's come a long ways in the time since I first started playing with making videos. I've always liked to make videos of like my vacations and places that I've been, and I've used CapCut for that, never intending to upload any of that. But now I'm finding that Instagram has a lot of capabilities for that too. So it's pretty cool. So I know that is, no, I wasn't showing CapCut, Laura. I was just showing Instagram, because that's within the app. And the reason we were talking about that earlier is that Instagram is going to favor the videos that are made there. So I want to encourage you to learn. If you're going to be learning something from the ground up, go learn it there. So
Yeah,
it looks like there's been a ton of stuff in the chat, and I'm really sorry. I would love to answer all of the things. I don't know. It looks like some people have been super helpful in all of that anyways. So that's good. Questions. Now this is not as intimidating. Oh, good. I'm so glad. See, okay, we did okay tonight.
so much fun. It's so fun. You're not gonna break it.
Kim Espinoza, you were asking me about a voiceover. So voiceover is a feature in there. Let me see if I can find it so I can show you the button. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. Oh no, it kicked me out.
You
Okay,
also have a feature
actually, I'm
for
just gonna,
drafts too.
what's that?
I was just mentioning the drafts feature. So you can,
Yeah.
work on it for a little while, save it in your drafts, and then come back to it later, if you want to. So there's also that feature as well.
Yeah. So Kim, you were asking me about the voiceover. So on the bottom of that screen where you were seeing all these buttons at the bottom, if you just scroll to the side, there's more features than what you were seeing. So there's one right there that says voiceover. So if you just scroll through there, there's voiceover, there's captions, reading voice captions. So if you wanted, like in my cleaning the dish video, I have the voice captions on, so that way if somebody's like laying in bed at night and they're watching their videos and they have the audio off, they can at least read along with it. And it does it for you, like it auto populates the captions. And sometimes they're a little janky, like you have to do some editing. Like that's not what I said. Like that's not what I said. So you might have to do a little editing on the captions if it comes to that, but there's captions, there's voiceover. You can change the filter so it looks really cool. I made a reel at one point that was from SFR last year, where I was down on the ground and I was throwing some confetti in the air, and I put a filter on that, so it was like all rainbow colored and it was really pretty. So you can do that. You can add stickers, you can add GIF clips so they're moving with your video. Like I showed you how you can put the text on there. You can add audio and musics. You can add multiple clips in there. So what my recommendation to you would be is decide what you're going to do a video of, take lots and lots of videos, and know that you can clip those all up and put them all together. I don't know if you remember a few months back, or maybe it's been a year now, but we were all doing a challenge where you stacked the Scentsy bars in your hands. Like all you had to do was just, let's see how many bars we can stack in our hands. And that was a huge hit. and you really didn't have to know anything or say the right thing. You just had music in the background and you were stacking the bars. And I would totally challenge you to try something like that, super simple, to get out there and have some reels, videos associated with your social media account. What else, Aubrey? What else am I forgetting?
I think that like just a features thing, like you can do different transitions. You can schedule them to post at a certain time. So if you're working on it at 3 o'clock in the morning, not the best time to post it because most people aren't going to see it then. But you can schedule it to post at 9 a.m. or whatever time is more reasonable for people that are following you or not even necessarily following you. Oh, this is a big one too. Your account, if you want to draw in people that are not following you, your account has to be public. So if you have a private account, like I have two Instagrams because I don't want randos seeing my kids because I put my kids on Instagram a lot. So I have a business account that I is public and I can put stuff on that. So know that as well. I don't
Yeah.
know if there's anything else. I mean, there's a couple things, but I don't know if there's anything.
As far as other topics too, like I loved Nicole was telling us how she did one where she was showing everybody how she was wiping down the counters with swipes. It doesn't have to be a big production.
Nope.
It's the more
It's better
spread
that it's
of
not
it.
a big production.
Yeah.
People
The
don't
more,
have the attention span for like big,
So,
like cinematic masterpieces. It's not
yes.
what reels are
just for a
for.
second, can I interject for just 1 second about my video?
Yes, please do.
So it was one of those situations where my son had decided he was making pancakes, he and his friend, and there was a huge pancake mess on the counter. And at first I was like, oh gosh, great, great. And then I was like, Grayson was here, and I started cleaning it up. And then I was like, no, this is a perfect opportunity. So I took a picture, like a before picture, and then I took like a during picture and a little bit of a video of me wiping, and then an after picture, and was like, no big deal, Scentsy Swipes got me, or something like that, just to
Yep.
like play it up. So
Yes. That's so perfect. Yeah.
throw some
Totally.
flour on your counter and have at it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like pause. I guess, and it's like that with anything in this business, right? Whatever goggles you're wearing is what you see as opportunity. And I am very good about seeing opportunity for fundraisers. Like when I hear somebody say something about how their kid needs more money for cheerleading or whatever, I think, oh my gosh, fundraiser. Or I'm really good at looking for opportunities to recruit new consultants into our business. Like when everybody says, oh my gosh, I need more money. Well, fundraising is a thing, or join Scentsy and start making your own money in that way. But if you're looking for opportunities to showcase products and what we do and how Scentsy fits into your lifestyle, then you're going to find those things. You're going to pause a second before you wipe the syrup up off the counter and share it along with what it is that we do. So if you're
Totally.
thinking about it, you're going to find ways to do it. Yeah.
I also do things like okay, we've all got I don't care if you're going virtual or in person or not. SFR is coming up and that's a great time to if you're packing, if you're, packing to leave, if you're going over to a friend's house, if you're gathering snacks up and doing it virtual at home, clips of, the TV or clips of in person, like all of that kind of stuff, pictures of things that we're getting as prize, like giveaways, whatever. That is going to be a really good way to remember the event, but also if you're looking for recruitment or just showing people what you do and more about what Scentsy's about, that's a great way to showcase it as well.
Yeah, and mixing it up between things that are Scentsy related and things that are not Scentsy related. Reels that are a day in the life of you are great. I don't care if you went grocery shopping and then you cleaned out your car and you restocked what you put in your car. That's a whole thing that people love watching, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, right? I could watch that all day.
Listen, people are nosy. That's why reality TV exists. People want to know exactly what you're doing all day long, even if it's mundane. They want to know.
Yeah,
So,
totally. Totally. They totally love that. So, mix it up between things that are Scentsy related and things that aren't Scentsy related. And that way people have, you know, they have an opportunity to be nosy, like Aubrey said. I think that's a good. Oh,
No, I'm
anybody?
just gonna say it.
Yeah, no, it's true. Anybody else have any other tidbits on reels or a great reel that they did? I would love to hear some ideas. If you did one that maybe we could duplicate, if you don't mind.
I have something, Anna. I also wanted to share my shorts videos, which have to be a minute or less on YouTube, are some of my most watched videos. And it's literally me just talking about wax or warmers or something I might have picked up. And it's interesting because I spend 8 minutes to 10 minutes on my other videos, and I don't edit. I just put my video out there and I get, between 200 and 300 views. But my shorts that are under a minute have gotten up to 1,000 views. And it's like, what in the world? It's because our attention span is, short.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, no, you're not. And I didn't even hear about YouTube Shorts until I overheard him talking about YouTube Shorts today. Like I am my mother. Like I am old. Like I don't know these things anymore. Like you guys have got to get done. Good advice though. And I think Brandy said something about that in the chat about how keeping them as attention getters and short and sweet is best. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, keep them engaged. So, okay.
There is an idea that I do have.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody else does this, but like I noticed that some people like to decorate their warmers. Like I have a little aloe plant and I put it in like a little pot, like a little flower pot. And then with the mushroom, I have it in like looks like a fairy tale garden. And I feel like those would be great for doing on reels on showing them how to decorate their warmers.
Yeah, stylizing. I love it.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. Yeah,
Love that idea.
totally.
I kind of did a video like that. I did a live on how to put my flower together, my scent flower from the summer collection. And then I put it up onto my shelf into like this little display thing. And I cut the live into a reel, just me putting it up on the shelf and use that as the reel. And then I
okay.
Double duty.
Photos from that. I snap photos from that to use as photos too. Well, and then I turned around and did product photos of it in the different stages.
Yeah, and
that's pretty.
I saw Melissa do one where she was just using the cotton cleanups and changing her wax. Like that's just such a simple walking around and putting the cotton cleanups in and then putting new wax in. You could totally do that. And those are really simple ways to.
Those are good places to start with, like experiment with things. Yeah, and then just build your confidence, and it's you guys can do it.
Those are really great ideas, you guys. I love it. So, Andrea, would you mind doing a drawing and we'll call it an early night and you guys can put me out of my misery?
Stop. Yes. Okay. There you go. Michelle Whalen.
Yay! Okay, so you got to make sure that you message Andrea so that way she can get your address and send you a little something fun for being here tonight. Yay. I appreciate you guys coming and being patient with me. And I hope you don't have too many questions after all of this. But if anything, I hope you feel empowered to go and check out the app CapCut, or at least just play around in the Instagram Reels app and see what you can create. Tag us. I want to see what you make. Okay. Remember that tomorrow is virtual cubicle tomorrow morning. So if you're around, I would love to see you. I'm going to be working on cubicle all day and maybe we can work on this together. Okay. All right. Have a great night. Bye.